From the WYLN studios in Hazleton and all over northeastern Pennsylvania, this is WYLN News.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on WYLN News. I'm Ann Gownley. It was the battle of the budget at Thursday night's Hazleton Area School Board meeting. As WYLN's Gary Perna reports, the board cannot agree on where to make cuts.
It is no secret that the Hazleton Area School District is running out of money. At Thursday night's board meeting, board directors battled over where to spend and where to cut. At the recommendation of the superintendent, the board was to cut German as an elective language course and eliminate all world language courses offered to middle school students. The board chose to cut the middle school program, but not the high school.
According to the numbers that I was given by the high school administration, we have 97 students in 2, 3, and 4. German 2, 3, and 4. We're required by the state to offer 2 world languages for a 4-year sequence. We do have Spanish and French, and we have large numbers in Spanish and French. I appreciate our German faculty. I appreciate the students who are taking it. And as Mr. Zola said, we are challenged as administrators to come forward with recommendations. If we don't recommend anything, we're looking at a $3 or $4 or $5 million deficit. So I just would like the audience and the directors to understand that I'm not proud of recommending something like this. I'd like to think of myself as a student advocate and have been for 39 years. That being said, decisions need to be made, and we cannot continue with business as usual.
I believe 72 did not pass, 73 did pass.
The board also voted to create a supervisor for the district's warehouse, which sparked a back-and-forth argument between board members Marie Kay and Vinnie Zola.
But now you've missed every meeting that we've had, every committee meeting, every budget meeting. You haven't attended anything in the last 3 months where we discussed this in length and in detail. But now, tonight, you're going to do it on TV. You're going to do it in front of all the public.
It's my priority to ask questions.
The board also agreed to spend more money to add Valley Country Club to the list of where the golf team can practice. Right now, the only course they use is the Sugarloaf Golf Club. The request came through board member Tony Bonomo, who stated it would cost a few $100s. But the board decided not to spend money on teachers to write curriculum this summer for the 3rd year of the Arts and Humanities School. Board members told the superintendent that he has to find time on in-service days for the teachers to write those programs. The district would have to pay teachers $31 an hour to write them. The district is facing a $2.8 million shortfall in its upcoming budget. In the proposed budget, taxes will go up in Luzerne and Carbon counties, but they will slightly decrease in Schuylkill. For owners of a home assessed at about $100,000, the taxes would increase to about $31.50 in Luzerne County, $72.20 in Carbon County, and drop $23.30 in Schuylkill County. The board must have a budget in place before June 30th. In Hazel Township, for WYLN News, I'm Gary Perna.
Thank you, Gary. Police in Frackville are still investigating a suspicious death that happened earlier this week. A man's body was found inside a home at 443 North 3rd Street just before 5 p.m. on Wednesday. He was officially pronounced dead by a Schuylkill County deputy coroner at 9:35 p.m. The victim is believed to be in his late 40s or early 50s, though his name has not yet been released. The house was deemed a crime scene and was processed by the Pennsylvania State Police Forensic Services Unit. Police still have not released details on how the man died, but stated that there is an active criminal investigation into the case. Authorities also believe that it was not a random act of violence. A forensic autopsy is planned on the victim this weekend. State and local police in Schuylkill County are on the lookout for a bank robbery suspect who robbed the Frackville Miners Bank and left a suspicious package behind inside the bank. Police say the suspect was caught on camera running away from the bank. According to police, the suspect entered the bank around 9 o'clock Friday morning and handed the teller a note. Police are not saying how much he got away with. Police surrounded the bank and a helicopter was called in to search for the suspect from above. A state police bomb squad was called in to examine the package, which turned out to be harmless. All the employees were able to make it out of the bank safely. The robbery is still under investigation, and anyone with information is asked to call police. Miners Bank is expected to have its drive-thru open on Saturday. Today, Ignacio Beato pled guilty to bilking home buyers out of hundreds of thousands of dollars through a bogus property sale. The 46-year-old admitted to allegations that from December of 2013 through March of 2015, he conspired with others to accept over $751,000 from people who wanted to buy homes. He also falsely told buyers he was authorized to sell vacant and foreclosed homes, but he wasn't. Beato fled the area when police started the investigation. He was captured in Florida in February of 2016. Beato faces a maximum of 10 years in prison. A sentencing date is set for the end of August. The Hazleton Police Department accepted a $50,000 check from the Hazleton City Authority, courtesy of its consumers. Over the past 6 months or so, Hazleton residents have had the choice to make contributions to the Hazleton Police Department through their water bill. That money was held in a separate account by the city, and today the department and the Hazleton Water Authority want to show citizens where their money is going. According to city officials, they will use it to renovate infrastructure throughout the city and for various other projects. They are encouraging more people to continue this effort going forward. The totals are in for the cost of the capital murder trial of Eric Freen in Pike County. The county has earmarked around $250,000 to cover the court costs. Records show that $481,503 was spent on the case. The biggest expense was over $245,000 in legal fees. The attorney fees also included reimbursement for travel, lodging, and meals. Defense experts were also paid around $125,000. Pike County Commissioner Chairman Matthew Osterberg also is waiting for a bill from Chester County, where Freen's jury selection took place. Osterberg, along with county officials, are optimistic that the county can pay all of the costs from the money that it already has. Freen was convicted of first-degree murder on April 19th and sentenced to death. Wilkes-Barre city officials will be heading to the nation's capital to discuss federal aid for the cleanup cost of Winter Storm Stella. Mayor Tony George and Fire Chief Jay Delaney are among those that will travel to Washington, D.C. on June 6th to meet with the Federal Emergency Management Agency. The trip was set up by Congressman Lou Barletta and was announced at last night's city council meeting. Wilkes-Barre, along with other municipalities, applied for the federal funding, but were denied. Last week, the city appealed for reimbursement of over $678,000. The cleanup expense put a strain on the city's finances, and it is already facing an estimated $1 million deficit for the year. City officials hope that by meeting FEMA face-to-face, it will help with their plea for funding. Governor Tom Wolf has ordered that all United States flags at government facilities throughout the state be lowered to half-staff. It will begin at sunrise on Memorial Day, which is Monday, May 29th, to honor and remember all those who have made the ultimate sacrifice for the United States and here in Pennsylvania. The flags will remain at half-staff until noon this Memorial Day. Well, coming up here on WYLN News, all eyes were on the Valley Country Club today. Find out why. But first, as we head to break, let's take a look at your 7-day forecast and the Memorial Day weekend from the WYLN Weather Center. And remember, you can get all your weather information at WYLNTV.com. We'll be right back.
Whether you're a homeowner renovating your first kitchen or a professional contractor remodeling your 100th kitchen, we're here to work with you every step of the way. We feature Homecrest and Omega cabinets, bathrooms and entertainment cabinets, along with solid surface countertops, Formica and Wilson Art products. We offer affordable installation. All this and more at Morris Kitchens LLC. Appointments welcome. Call 570-825-6956.
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
Around 75 female golfers from across the world have come together for the Pennsylvania Women's Open at the Valley Country Club in Sugarloaf. WYLN's Maria Cinti has more on the tournament and who it's benefiting.
Professional golfer Laura Diaz is known for her exceptional golfing career and 2 LPGA Tour wins, making her one of the best in the nation. But what you may not know is that she broke her leg about a year and a half ago, and this week is her first time back on the green.
I'm happy to be here. The best thing is that I have my son Cooper here with me, and he's going to pull the push cart or pull cart, whatever you want to call it.
Diaz was not sure if she'd ever return to the golf course, but is happy to be surrounded by some of the most accomplished players in the world.
I get to go out with Lori Kane, who's a longtime friend, so it'll be a fun 2 days.
Diaz is joined by about 75 other golfers today at Valley Country Club in Sugarloaf for the Pennsylvania Women's Open, a tournament returning for the first time in 22 years. Now, this tournament is especially unique because it has a $100,000 purse, with $20,000 of that going to the winner, making this the first Women's State Open to reach 6 figures. That's double the $40,000 purse for the Men's State Open tournament, an amount golf professional Clark Lewis says is quite astounding.
It's one of the biggest in the country, and we're very proud to have it here at Valley Country Club.
And aside from benefiting the players, this tournament is also benefiting a good cause. Geisinger's Autism and Developmental Medicine Institute is the beneficiary of this tournament, an initiative Diaz is proud to be a part of.
It's a great cause, helping to bring back the course, helping to raise money for autism. I have several friends who have kids who struggle with autism, and I have 2 children of my own.
Spectators are encouraged to watch the final round of the tournament starting tomorrow at 8:30 a.m. For WYLN News, I'm Maria Cinti.
Thank you, Maria. Well, a special fundraiser will take place next month for a Hazleton woman who works for the Luzerne and Lackawanna chapter of the Lupus Foundation. Also, a friend to WYLN, Cynthia Donlin, has suffered from lupus and other several health issues. Cynthia has been a champion for supporting her community as a public education specialist, helping individuals and families in need and volunteering countless hours at her church. Recently, Cynthia had to undergo an amputation of her leg due to health complications. A fundraiser is scheduled for Sunday, June 11th from 3 until 7 p.m. at the Butler Valley Fire and Rescue on Butler Drive in Drums. The musical buffet includes entertainment from live performers and a DJ. Cost for adults is $25 and $12 for college students. Friends and family of Cynthia have also set up a GoFundMe account to help offset the cost of her medical expenses. Anyone who wishes to make a donation to help out Cindy's cause can do so by logging on to GoFundMe.com and typing in Cynthia Donlin medical expenses. Coming up on Yorkville's News Choice in Community and You, get a preview of Whitehaven's Memorial Day celebration. Plus, 40 seniors from MMI graduated last night, and we were there as they became alumni. But first, let's take a look at today's winning midday lottery numbers. Good luck if you played. Stay with us.
my customers. I think I need help with my website.
Thank you for calling web.com. How can I help you?
I need some serious help with my website.
I could definitely help you with that today.
Awesome.
Do you want to work in a fun atmosphere and help small businesses like this succeed online? Call 1-844-JOBS-WEB and apply today.
Are you looking to light up your business? Then you need to visit Shadler Yesco Distribution Incorporated. They're the premier electrical distributor in Scranton, Wilkes-Barre, Poconos, and Hazleton. Specializing in extensive electrical lighting, automation, and datacom inventory to meet your contractor, commercial, or industrial needs. Don't go with a national company. Go with an independent, locally owned company that cares. Shadler Yesco Distribution Incorporated. Visit them at SYDIST.com. Come experience the difference.
Welcome to Community and You, and today we have traveled to the Whitehaven VFW, where the Marine Corps League Detachment 1039 is meeting and getting ready for a big parade. Joining me right now is Paul Dixon. He is the Commandant of the Whitehaven Detachment 1039, and also joining me is Tim Janosko. He is the past Commandant, and he is the Parade Committee Chair as well as the Master of Ceremonies. Gentlemen, thank you. Nice to have you here. So, Paul, I'm going to start with you, and it's very important to remember, and Memorial Day is one day that everyone should remember the sacrifices that were made. This is a special Memorial Day for you folks.
Yes, Paul, it's been a long time since Whitehaven had a parade in town on Memorial Day. When I was a kid, I can remember how important it was for me to see the veterans, and a lot at that time was from World War I and recently World War II. And it impressed me. I was just impressed all the pieces when I seen them. And it's been a long, long time. And at that time, the American Legion used to do it. And as Timmy said before earlier when we were speaking, the idea came about last year, and we put it together, and we've had a lot of very good input from the local community and a lot of people, and it seems to be taking off. And I have to thank Tim Janosko for spearheading this, and he's been doing a fantastic job.
Well, we're going to have Tim tell the story that Paul is referring to, because it is quite a unique little story. Tim?
Yes, it happened right here in this building. One of the bartenders knew that I'm on council in Whitehaven and asked me why Whitehaven doesn't have a Memorial Day parade, and I didn't have an answer. So we started to talk about it, and he started providing information. Well, I'll tell you how it's done. You have a Poppy King, you have a Poppy Queen, you have somebody read the Gettysburg Address, you have somebody read Flanders Fields, and you meet together and you have a good time. Well, taking that information and taking it to Borough Council, we tried to fire it off last year, but it was just not enough time. But we were able to plan and plan and plan, and it's going to happen this year. And it's going to be on Sunday. We're not taking away from the memorial services on Monday that the VFW does very well every year. This parade's going to be on Sunday.
Give us a little bit more of the specifics of that, Tim. When, where?
Well, the parade is going to stage over in Eastside Borough. We plan on staging around 12 noon. We're going to have the floats, and anybody that wants to enter or march in a parade meet over Eastside. Then at 1 o'clock, we're going to start the parade. I have a secret. I'm not going to tell you. That's going to be in the front of the parade, and we're going to come across the bridge, go through town, end up at Lehigh Park, and have a wonderful time. There will be tricky trays that people can purchase to try to get a chance to win. We're going to have light refreshments, may even have a band or two playing at the ballpark. We're going to announce the winners of the floats. We're going to give them prizes, and I think everybody's going to have a good time.
Well, all right, you've whet my appetite. Now, Paul, don't tell him you told me. What is it?
Oh, I can't say. I'm sworn to secrecy.
Oh, man, you guys are really...
It's 10 feet tall.
Oh, my. That's okay. Well, we'll let it go at that, and you'll just have to be there. Paul, how many people are involved in the Marine Corps League here in Whitehaven?
We have approximately 50 members. We have about 30 regular Marines, and the rest are associate members. And when I say associate members, they're affiliated and they concern themselves with Marines, and they have our back, and they have been a tremendous help to us. And like I said before when we were talking earlier, when this detachment started, I didn't even know what the Marine Corps League was, and I got approached about becoming a charter member. Our charter's right here, and my name's on the back, and I know Tim's is on it too. So we've got chartered on January 13th, 2000.
But once a Marine, always a Marine. And that's where I was going with that. When they said, you want to join up? I said, yes, we'll join up. And it's been history ever since. And we do have a good time. And I'm going to say one more thing. These people, they're from all around. They ended up in the Whitehaven area. And they become my circle of friends. I can trust them. I don't have to second guess them. They don't lie, cheat, or steal. And they have my back, and I got theirs. See, that's why I knew he wasn't going to tell me when I asked him. I knew that. One of the other things you mentioned, what is a poppy?
A poppy is actually a flower that's forever been a symbol of Memorial Day and veterans, the United States veterans. And even Canadian veterans, I believe, have a certain poppy they wear on their blazer.
But you have a different kind of poppy in your parade.
A poppy king and a poppy queen. And those are two cute kids. We put out the application forms. You had to be between the ages of 3 and 5. And the names were put into a hat, and they were drawn by a committee. And we picked a poppy king and a poppy queen.
All right. Well, again, we're going to have Tim give you all the information so you can make your plans now for the first in how many years, Paul?
Several. I can't even remember. It's just many, 20, maybe 30. I don't remember.
It's an event you're not going to want to miss. So I'm going to give it to Tim. Tim, tell us where and when the Whitehaven Memorial Day Parade is going to be.
It's going to be on Sunday, May 28th. We're going to stage at 12 noon in Eastside Borough by the old school. We're going to march across the bridge into Whitehaven at 1 o'clock, and we're going to navigate through the town and end up at the Lehigh Park for light refreshments and a good time.
And that's the best part of all, having a good time with these guys. I recommend it highly. And I recommend that you join us again on Community and You.
At All American Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, you not only get the vehicle that you want,
you also get the lowest financing options.
We also deliver unmatched service.
Whether you're in need of a work truck, have an active family lifestyle, or simply want to show off your fun, adventurous side, All American Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram has a wide variety of inventory to choose from. It's the Memorial Day sales event. Stop in today.
Physical Therapy and Balance Centers. It's spelled different because we are different. Physical is unlike any therapy center you've been to before. If you're tired of living in pain, if you want to move better, overcome an injury or balance disorder, or you just want to improve your strength and conditioning, our highly skilled team of medical experts will help you get back to living the life you enjoy. New mentality, new body, new life. Get physical.
When you see news happening in your neighborhood, call Wyln News at 570-459-1869 or email us at news@wylntv.com or send us a message on social media through Facebook. WYLN, we're your local network. WYLN TV 35 is looking to hire a highly motivated, energetic salesperson for the Hazleton, Wilkes-Barre, and surrounding areas. Send your resume to the email or the address on your screen. WYLN is an equal opportunity employer.
MMI Preparatory School held its 125th commencement for its graduates last night. WYLN's Maria Sinti has more on the graduation and one student's future plans.
Over 40 seniors at MMI Preparatory School in Freeland were awarded their diplomas at last night's 125th commencement ceremony. Members of the class of 2017 are now looking forward to their futures, which mostly include going on to college to pursue their career paths. We spoke with salutatorian Allison McGeehan, who considers her fellow students at MMI as family.
It's been a long time coming. I've been here 5 years, so even more than 4, just a normal high school. And it's kind of sad because we're all a really, really close class, kind of like a family.
McGeehan has big plans and dreams of landing a job in the corporate world.
So I'm going to Brown University and I plan on majoring in economics and public policy. So I want to end up as a corporate lawyer in a big city, hopefully.
Family and friends watched as valedictorian Ali Ajaz addressed the 2017 graduating class.
It's extremely bittersweet. I've spent 6 years here at MMI. In many ways, I'm ready to move on to, arguably bigger and better things, but I'm definitely going to miss all the relationships I built here with both teachers and fellow students.
Graduates at MMI will be attending over 27 different colleges and universities in the fall. And although they will be going their separate ways, the MMI experience will always be held dear and near to their hearts. We here at WYLN would like to congratulate all of the graduates on their hard work and achievement. For WYLN News, I'm Maria Cinti.
Thank you, Maria. Stay with us. A look at today's weather is next here on WYLN News.
Are you looking to light up your business? Then you need to visit Shadler Yesco Distribution Incorporated. They're the premier electrical distributor in Scranton, Wilkes-Barre, Poconos, and Hazleton. Specializing in extensive electrical lighting, automation, and datacom inventory to meet your contractor, commercial, or industrial needs. Don't go with a national company. Go with an independent, locally owned company that cares. Shadler Yesco Distribution Incorporated. Visit them at SYDIST.com. Come experience the difference.
What's on TV? Plenty. WYLN TV 35, the best in local programming.
It's the Memorial Day sales event at Berger Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Route 93 Hazel Township.
Lease the Jeep Patriot 4-wheel drive for only $159 a month. Lease the all-new Chrysler Pacifica for only $299 a month. Get 25% off any in-stock Chrysler 200s. Look for the benefits of the Berger Advantage: lifetime safety inspections, lifetime tire rotations, 5 years of oil changes, and more.
At Berger Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Route 93 Hazel Township.
Berger family dealerships, drive with